What are these North Korean troops doing in Russia? Ukraine and South Korea has accused North Korea of sending thousands of troops to help Russia in the war against Ukraine, though both Russia and North Korea deny it. But now these pictures released to CNN by the Ukrainian government appear to show North Korean soldiers receiving uniforms and equipment at a training ground in Russia's Far East. South Korean intel says 1,500 special forces are already in Russia, training and possibly heading to Ukraine soon. Zelensky claims North Korea is eventually aiming to send over 10,000 soldiers. North Korean special forces were allegedly sent to Vladivostok between the 8th and the 13th of October for training. These soldiers are reportedly disguised as Russians, wearing Russian uniforms and using fake IDs to conceal their true identity. It's the latest example of Russia and North Korea strengthening ties. We know Russia is already using North Korean-made weapons like ballistic missiles. And it comes after Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin met in September 2023 to cement their military ties. They're tightening their alliance, and there's even talk of defense pact between the two nations, both of which are facing heavy international sanctions. While North Korean troops probably won't be a game changers, experts think they could help Russia drag out the conflict, with some reports they're currently losing over 1,000 troops a day in fighting. A boost in Russia's army would also put more strain on Ukraine's resources, as it's currently suffering its own recruitment crisis.
Alright, first and foremost, I'd like to give all thanks, glory, honor, and praise to the Supreme Power, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the elders and the apostles of the Holy Stone. Peace and salutation to Allah, Akim Oded, doing the works in sincerity and true truth, the four winds. Shalom to the few sisters watching and learning. Stay strong and remain humble. This is the brother Carson one from the GMS Bahamas camp. I got you with a lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord's will let the lesson be edifying and serve his purpose, which is to help build the spiritual tabernacle of King David. Alright, there we have it. We know World War III is imminent. We have the great pains happening through the four walls, the four winds. Alright, concerning prophecy. Alright, we have earthquakes in diverse places. We have famines, we have pestilences, we have wars and rumors of wars. Alright, also we have the mandatory implementation of that charagma that is right around the corner. Alright, but only those with a spiritual eyes will be able to see it. Alright, in the opening interlude, what I had was a TikTok short explaining that how North Korea is helping Russia, or North Korea is helping Russia in the war against Ukraine. All right, how the alliances have grown stronger over the past years. All right, and we know that this is prophecy. We know that this is spoken of in the book of Ezekiel. All right, and we know that all this is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so as you see here, the topic in the article that I got the short from, it says 1,500 North Korean troops are now training in Russia for deployment in Ukraine. Alright, why? Alright, all this is going to lead to World War III. Alright, it says that North Korea, I'll highlight it. It says that North Korea has shipped 1,500 special forces troops to Russia Far East for training and acclimatizing at the local military bases, and will likely be deployed for combat in the war against Ukraine, South Korea's spy agency said on Friday. It says, South Korea's National Intelligence Service, the NIS, also said it had been working with Ukrainian intelligence services and had used facial recognition, artificial intelligence technology to identify North Korean officers in eastern Ukraine's Donetsk region supporting Russian forces firing North Korean missiles. Alright? And we know all this is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, which leads me to my first precept in the book of Joel. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. All right, and that's what the Mosai is doing. He's preparing, all right, all the mighty men for war, prepare all the Gentiles. And this is the real Gentiles when we speak about Gentiles, meaning the other heathen nations, the other nations. All right, not the Israelite foreigner. All right. The Mosai power says prepare war. All right, and he's put that spirit of war, all right, in Kim Jong Un's heart and in Vladimir Putin's heart. All right, now they joining forces to come up against Babylon. All right, and the beast system, which is the EU and the NATO nations. All right, the Mosai put into that spirit to prepare for war. Joel 3:9 says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles: prepare war, wake up the mighty men." All right, and they are mighty because we know that they're both nuclear capable. Speaking of Russia, all right, and North Korea. All right, it says, "Let all the men of war draw near; let them come up." All right. Verse 10 says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears." Because as we know, okay, Russia ever was a superpower. All right, but when you have the likes of North Korea and Iran and the other smaller nations, all right, they wasn't as powerful back in the day when Babylon was running roughshod over them. Okay, they were basically into farm, but they were basically making menial means. All right, but now they're nuclear capable. All right, so the Mosai tell them beat their plowshares, all right, into pruning hooks. May bring their plowshares into swords and their pruning hooks into spears. It says, "Let the weak say I am strong." All right, because back in the day we never realized, or you'd never even think they would have never even think to come up against Babylon and talk about join forces in a war against them. All right, everybody was scared of the beast, the big bad bully on the block. All right, but now through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that kingdom is getting ready to fall. All right, they have no more fear of them. You understand? Yeah, man. And read a little more. It says, in more than 13,000 containers, North Korea has shipped artillery rounds, ballistic missiles, and anti-tank rockets to Russia since August of last year, the agency said, based on the remnants of weapons recovered from the battle in Ukraine. All right, so they saying now, they seeing, all right, what North Korea them doing. All right, they seeing what they doing pertaining to helping out Russia. Okay, but guess what? All this is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. World War III is imminent. All right, North Korea is just the tip of the iceberg. It's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this war. All right, because I just an article that we brought out about a week ago pertaining to the drones in Russia. All right, and the drones in Iran. Iran is helping Russia, but they're just supplying them with drones. Okay. You have Saudi Arabia already supplying them with the fuel, already with the oil, because you know they oil rich. Okay, you have all sorts of nations rising up against already the Great War. You understand? And all this is through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. I read a little bit more again, one more precept, and then get out of here. It says, in all, more than 8 million artillery rocket rounds have been shipped to Russia, and it is said the different military cooperation between Russia and North Korea that has been reported by foreign media has now been officially confirmed, the spy agency said in a statement. Earlier, South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol called an unscheduled meeting with key intelligence, military, and national security officials to discuss North Korean troops' involvement in Russia's war against Ukraine. The participants shared the view that current situations where Russia and North Korea have closer ties have gone beyond the movement of military supplies to actually dispatch troops is a grave security threat not only to our country but to the international community, he said. All right. Let me get the book of Job 20 and 23. All right, because all this is the Mosai movie. The Mosai just put in the spirit. As a matter of fact, let me get that in Proverbs before I get that Job. I think it's Proverbs 21. Yeah, Proverbs 21 and 1 says that the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. All right? So each of these top man in these top country, being Vladimir Putin, being Kim Jong Un, all right, played the Ayatollah, one of the Ayatollahs stuff in Iran does. All right, the Most High putting in their spirit, all right, to go to war against Babylon, all right, to fight, all right. The Most High is going to use them to bring down, all right, the Great War, all right. He's put that spirit of war in their heart, all right. This is the book of Job, chapter 20 and 23. That's what it reads. When Salakia, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. All right. So when it says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast his fury. All right. All right. Meaning when he's about to fill his belly, speaking about all the wicked plans, all right, all the things that they have in store, all right, meaning Babylon and the beast system, all right, because they're trying to get on Russia doorstep, they're trying to get on China doorstep, by the way of Taiwan, they're trying to get on Russia doorstep by the way of Ukraine, all right, they're trying to do all kind of dirty deals, all right, in the Caribbean, trying to push their agendas, all right. So when it says fill their belly, it means all their wicked plans, through war and oppressions and all sanctions and stuff. All right. It says, when he's about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. It says, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. All right, those iron weapons, all right, those missiles, those nuclear missiles, those Tomahawk missiles, those ICBM missiles, all right, those different type of weaponry, those are direct energy weapons, you know. Verse 25, it says, it is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him, all right, and terrors are going to be upon him, all right, because he's not going to see it coming, because of his pride, all right, he thinks that he can't fall, all right, but that's the mindset that the Most High have him in, all right, so the Most High could flex, all right. Remember now, the Most High is hard in heart, the Most High hardened Pharaoh heart, all right, when Moses was trying to set the people free. All right. Also, the Most High could show, all right, his capability and his power. All right. Remember this, the Most High movie. Let me get a little bit more now. Close this one. All right. It says. It says vessels belonging to Russia's Pacific Fleet were detected moving about 1,500 meters north of Korean Special Forces troops from October 8 to October 13 and are expected to resume shipment of troops soon, the NIS said. The troops have been supplied with Russian military uniforms and weapons as well as fake identifications and documents for when they are deployed for combat, the NIS said. So the NIS said that, all right, they have on Russian uniforms. All right, the North Koreans have on Russian uniforms and have fake ideas. All right, so basically they infiltrating the system. All right. The agency has used facial recognition and artificial intelligence to identify, with a higher degree of accuracy, technical military officers from North Korean military, Russian-occupied regions, or Ukraine, where they are supporting Russian missiles offensive and helping with technical glitches. All right, that's enough I need. So just these real war games with North Korea and Russia playing with them. All right, all this is basically a movie. All this is a script. All right, Revelations 11 and 14 say the second war is past. All right, meaning the Second World War. The First World War already passed. The Second World War already passed. Who means destruction? The Second War is past. And behold, the third woe coming quickly. All right, all this is remnants of the third woe. The third woe is coming. All right. The third woe is World War III. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, if you could receive that. We go back to Job. And guess what? We can't wait for this to happen, man. We need these things to happen in order for our kingdom to be established. All right. You gotta be tired of being here, you know. Getting up every day, waking 9 to 5s, all right, living paycheck to paycheck, all right, all kind of stress, all kind of, you know what I mean, things going on. Come on, man. All right. is the book of Job chapter 20 and 26. It reads, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. Alright, speaking of the so-called white man. Alright, it says that all darkness shall be hid in the secret places. A fire not blown shall consume it. It shall go ill with him that is left his tabernacle. It reads, the heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Alright, and that's what is happening. All the secrets of Babylon, all the secrets of Esau, Edom is being revealed. Her nakedness is being exposed. Alright, she's being put on front street right now. Alright, it says that the increase of the house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the days of his wrath. Alright, the Most High Power Yahweh Hashem Yahushua getting destroyed Babylon. Alright, and the so-called white man from the face of the earth. Alright, the only remnant of the white man that's going to be left. Alright, it's going to be those that's going to be helped to build up. Alright, the new kingdom. Alright, that's it, the scriptures. The new kingdom. Alright. The other heathen nations are going to be put in subjection, alright, to Israel also, because they have to pay for what they did also. But guess what? It's going to be a far better place. It's going to be run in righteousness. Okay. Let me get Jeremiah 4 and 30 before I cross this one. You can see the fall of the evil empire. Okay. The fall of Esau. Alright, we got next. Alright, and only those who love it here are really gonna be disappointed in that, but we got next. We need this to happen. You know what I mean? Alright. We need the Most High Power Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to come. Alright, this is book of Jeremiah 4 and 30. It reads, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothe thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with paintings, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee, they will seek thy life. Alright, so even though they have all the big armies, alright, those vast array armies, those vast array tanks, alright, they spray with space weapons, they satellites, alright, and everything, guess what's gonna happen? The allies are going to turn against them. Alright. The Most High Power Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to set the allies hard to turn against them and help destroy them. Alright. This is prophecy. Alliances are going to turn on them. All of Taiwan and South Korea and Turkey and the Saudis. Alright. All of them going to turn against them. Alright. Through the spreading power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Let me get 50 and 9 before I go. Last precept. This book of Jeremiah chapter 50 and 9, it says, for lo, I will raise a cause to come up against Babylon, an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken, their hour shall be as a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. Alright, speaking of all those nations, alright, we see already North Korea already linking up with Russia. Alright, we already know Iran already given Russia drones. We already know Turkey already turned their back against Babylon. Russia have the support of all the BRICS nations. Alright, we can see everything lining up. Everything lining up, man. You know? World War III is imminent. This is why we tell our people, which is so-called Native Americans, Negroes, and Latinos, to repent. Come back to the Lord while the doors of mercy is still being shown. The doors of mercy is still open unto you. Come back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Alright? Alright, so with that, I'd like to give all thanks, glory, honor, and praise to the supreme power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Rakakadash. Alright, double honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to all the sincere I came across the four winds doing the work. Shalom to the few sisters watching and learning. God's willing, the lesson was edifying and served his purpose. Alright, this is the brother Kazi one closing out. Shalom, Ban-Yasharahla. Shalom.